Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
To me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Man, I kind of wish I was able to re-crack this can of Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream, because when I started the intro, it was like the crispest, just like you've ever heard. It was just like, like, but imagine that idea, but it was an ice cold beer. And for those that can't or don't want to drink, that's absolutely fine. Imagine that feeling. Imagine it's your favorite drink. And you just grip it and rip it. Just, Perfect. And hey, it could be a Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream. Yeah, I was like, kind of forgot what it was. Anyway, good evening, gamers. Or whatever I usually say at the beginning of this. Is that it? Is that what I usually do? I don't know. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing all great tonight. If you want to watch this happen live, this Livecast happen live, you can go to twitch.tv, where not only can you watch this happen live, you can watch it unedited. You can watch the minimally unedited, whatever, on there. But you can interact in the chat, change how it goes, but also show me the toes. No, you don't have to show me your toes. You don't have to do that. Don't actually do that. Please don't. I don't need to see toes. Hell no. Hell no. But you can watch the after show on here, which is just kind of more episode off the record, but also like editing it down. Not really. Just kind of prepping the episode to go sent out to the rest, and more stream for a random period of time. But yeah, that's kind of all that. So yeah. I don't know what else there is to say there. Oh yeah, and if you miss it, the 2 weeks that the episodes are still up on Twitch, you can go to YouTube where every single episode's out there, and then, or you can go to Spotify where you have since episode 100. Maybe eventually, if I can figure out how to consolidate both, that would be cool. I think initially I kind of just wanted to do it on, like, I don't know, but like, since it's an RSS feed, I feel like I should be able to, like, combine them. Maybe I haven't really looked into it. Probably would just work. 21. Oh, it's not the 21. Jesus Christ! I just realized the title of the stream. It's 26. Jesus Christ! I might have been thinking, because I had it as 2/19/21, and it's not. I might have been thinking of it's like 5 years after, but what I probably was thinking of was Midnight Ramen, the radio show, which is on Spotify, and I just wrapped episode 37 up. Well, it's out. Yeah, I'll probably work on maybe a couple today. probably get ahead of the game. I don't know. I'll try. I won't like finish it because I want to make sure that it's accurate to the week whenever I get it done, because that's the way that I feel like it should be. But try to get ahead of the game so I can knock them out and get it all done, because I don't really, it's a mixed bag of things that I might have to do. And even though I'm almost done with the show itself, because like in May, that's it. That's kind of it of that show. I'm kind of glad to almost be done with it. It's been a long time coming, honestly, though. A very long time coming. But especially the last few episodes are going to be really good. I do know that. Double long, extra last episode. So, oh, that one's going to be tough. I might do like an intermission recap, although I don't think I will. Probably not on that one. That was a good long episode. I do remember doing that. I had like 2 pages, like 2 legitimate, like, because we had to like write down the stuff that we were playing on the show. I feel like I had to do like back-to-back pages, or like 2.5 pages. I don't know exactly what it was. It was insane, the amount of the things I did on that one, on the record sheet. That was nuts. But man, I don't know. I didn't really edit those that much. Anyway, well, once I was like done with them, I usually had them all ready to go. So like a lot of the times, like even when I say like the times when I'm back on, I'm usually going like roughly 7-minute batches or 7-minute intervals for music. Sometimes I get off, sometimes I do whatever the heck I want and like talk for way too long or whatever. But I usually kept pretty solid 15-minute blocks. I don't know. I honestly, there's some ones that I feel like recently I'm just like a little bit early or a little bit late. I feel like the more I was early, the better. I'm finding those more, which is good. Which usually showed that I was like, actually, no, that's not great. Whatever. But I feel like there's been more of like times have been early than times have been late in recent episodes, but hard to tell. Because no offense, I don't know. It's every 15 minutes. And also, who cares? Yeah. What else has been going on? It's cold. Well, so last week, highs, typical highs and lows like in the 30s, which is nuts, absolutely nuts. And then about Monday, it started raining a little. Wait, no, it was Tuesday. It started raining a little bit. Monday was like I think the last solid day. Like snow was basically melted. Like it was a freaking scorcher outside. And then Tuesday came around. It started raining a little bit in the afternoon, and wind started picking up. But up in the north, there was a huge snowstorm, and they like I think places like Brainerd got like 13 inches, which is kind of insane. Like all along the North Shore, roads are basically travel not advised, not really closed, but not advised. And honestly, some of them roads, like how close they are to the lake, I can't say that the lake is frozen, but like holy hell, I would not want to be that close to the edge of a cliff driving like that. Oh boy. No, thanks, please. I do not want that. Hell no. Also, I don't get like in those areas like Duluth, like in some parts it's kind of close to the not really to the shore when you go a little bit up on land, not very far. it's very steep slopes. Like, how in the winter can you even get up that? You don't. Like, I just don't understand. Or like you have to drive like, or like do a detour on a normal road for like 20 minutes to be able to get up the hill. It's nuts. But whatever. But like in the winter, it's probably like an hour detour to do that. It's like yuck. I know, like I would not want to do that. So like today wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't too bad. I mean, in terms of road conditions, it was horrible, absolutely horrible. It was like kind of white out. So down in the cities though, we got about I want to say 2 inches. It was about 2 inches here. But it was blowing pretty much the whole time. So no matter what work you did, it kind of just didn't matter. I didn't really have that bad of driving problems. I mean, I was going like in a 60 zone, which should technically be a 55, but it's a 60 and then people drive over the speed limit. So speed limit 60, people were going about where I was going about in between 35 and 45, which is not too bad. I feel like it was manageable, but like just because of the conditions, it was blowing so much and like you could hardly see where the lines of the road were. It was nasty. Then plus it was not hard to slip. Like it really wasn't. Or you get into banks and you could probably wash out or whatever the term, slip. I don't know. Not slip, but plane or something like that. I feel like there's a term for that. I don't know. But it wasn't too bad, honestly. For me. I know a lot of other people and even my family were just kind of like a little on edge. And even though yesterday was Ash Wednesday, like I was like, I would, but I was at the gym. I'm like, do I go? And I asked God and I checked, like, did like a coin flipper. I'm just like, do I go? And both said no. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going because like the weather conditions were just not good. And so I'm like, I'm driving home. And then all of a sudden I get a notification on my phone that the service is canceled. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. Absolutely fine. And like my coworkers who live, some of my coworkers had to drive into the cities and even north side, like 2-hour drives. Like, not fun. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. It was bad. Like, that's not fun. Man. I said too much. But it's, I don't know. I feel like today, or like driving earlier was horrible. I don't know, like, thank God it's on a day that I don't have to go to work. Or I'm not driving. Or I have to drive, but the fallout will happen the day that I'm not driving. So hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it's not too crazy next couple days, but it's still winter and I'm not mad about that. And even like it needed to snow a little bit because it hadn't like really done anything for a while because we were freezing. And then when it rose in temperature a little bit, I think it maybe snowed, but not significant enough. And then the temperatures rose, which led to like a very good week, which was last week. And now we're here. We're here. Back into winter. It's good to get a reprieve every once in a while. And it's been over a year since I went to Vegas. So that's crazy to think about too. It's like like again, the temperature difference is insane. The wind was horrible. Holy moly, it was bad. Like, it was kind of the stuff that it was today with the snow, but like, even on the strip, it was like windy. I mean, although it is a wind tunnel basically, so what are you gonna do? I still remember though, me and my girlfriend were like, "All right, we got. We're still mad about this, and maybe we'll make up for it one day." But we're like, having a fun time, going around, going to different places and seeing the sights and gambling a little bit. Not really a whole lot, but like having fun. And then we got on the plane, ready to go back. We're starting the ascend. Or actually, no, we're like on the runway right when the plane's about to go. We looked at each other and we both realized it at the same time. Oh, fuck. We didn't take any photos together. So we're just like, huh. Shit. Wait, no, I think it must have been in the ascent because we were watching the city and then we realized it kind of simultaneously. Like, we didn't do it. We didn't take any pictures together. We took pictures of each other, I'm pretty sure. But, like, we didn't take pictures together. So next, whatever trip we're doing, we're gonna reprimand that. Not fuck that up. I just looked at the title again. I'm like, what the fuck? I fixed it so it's the right year. That's crazy. Things have happened in 5 years. I just realized, like, on Monday, and I probably should talk to some of my coworkers because things, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Next year will be the 10th anniversary of me graduating high school, which is absurd. Absolutely absurd. It's like, huh? 10 years already? But a lot has happened. A lot has changed. Yeah. It'd be weird. Like, I don't know if... I don't think any plans have been made. I have an idea, but I have to pass along to the rest of my classmates because, hell, I don't even know who the fuck would show... No offense. I don't know who the hell would show up to a 10-year anniversary gathering, whatever. But I feel like 10 years, that's enough, right? I don't know. But I feel like if we do, I have a good idea of what to do, of where it could happen. But again, don't know. And it's weird to think of, because I do like follow some people, like on Facebook and other stuff like that. Not like the whole class, but it's just like weird to see how some of them have changed. Some of them have kids. Some of them got a house. Some of them are in a different country. Some of them are out doing whatever. So like some, in high school were like, I don't want to say it in a mean way, but some people were like fat, but now they're super skinny. Things like that. The amount of change, it's like kind of crazy, to be honest. Or like people that you didn't think, like were runners or something like that. Or it's like, oh yeah, they're running all the time. They're running marathons. It's like, what the hell? Like, bro, you were a sprinter. You couldn't even do a sprint. Or you were a sprinter. I don't know. It's like, it's crazy to think about that. I feel like I was a distance runner, but I was never like a long distance runner. But like, I don't know. There's something about it. Like, I would want to, like, I hate working out, like doing cardio with like the treadmill. I hate going on a treadmill. Bike I can do all day, but like, if I got my stamina up and whatever, blah 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 blah. I can't stand a treadmill because there's certain ones that, you know, adapt to your speed and your pace, but it's like, you're not getting your natural stride. I feel very confined because I have skinny and kind of long legs. So, like, how I want to run is not the same, and I'm kind of confined to that. So, like, I don't know. Like, I can do a jog on a treadmill pretty fine, but it's like, that's not the same. And even then, again, my stride is not what it should be. I just don't like that. And I don't know. I haven't done any inside ones, although the gym that I go to does have an inside running place. I need to get back outside, just start running again. But also, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to fuck up. I really don't want to mess up, because if I have a job that I need to move around, and one of my coworkers tore their meniscus in both their knees this week, so I don't want to have to do that too. So I don't want to fuck up like that too. And I don't want to be confined to a chair for whatever many months, or a month or two or whatever. I don't want that. I'm very active. I like being active. That's why I'm in the profession I'm in. Although, like, some days, you know, I don't mind sitting on my ass all day. I do like getting up and around and moving things here and there. But, and a couple weeks ago, I don't know what it was a couple weeks ago, and I think I already talked about it. I don't know what it was. It was like probably a stress fracture, something in my foot. Just out of nowhere, my left foot just started hurting like hell. And to the point where, like, it felt like a knife went into my foot, the bottom of my foot, dragged along, and then you put, like, I don't know if, like, you would say you put, like, rubbing alcohol, like, splashed rubbing alcohol up it. It felt so wrong to walk. So I had to hobble, and then it would, like, it started hurting, like, the balls of my feet, or, like, I couldn't walk on my heel the entire time. So, like, I had to walk on the ball of my foot on one leg, and it was weird. So, like, sometimes I was, like, trying to walk on the balls of my feet, which, like, I'm not against, but it's, like, also it makes me feel like I'm wearing high heels. It's like, it doesn't feel natural. The stride was wrong, bitch. But yeah, I don't know. But I started wearing, like, more cushiony sole shoes. I'm thinking I might be able, like, now it's healed, that I can go back to my regular work shoes. But I noticed that it was gonna snow today. I'm like, I gotta wear it one more time just to be safe, and I don't, like, go outside and, like, walk in the snow, and all of a sudden my whole foot is, like, covered in snow. So my shoe's wet. It's like, I don't want that. Yeah. What else has been going on? But yeah, I had a very good leg day today. It's one of those days where it was like, I didn't do a whole. It didn't feel like I did a whole ton. But when I got home, it felt like about 90 minutes after the workout, I felt it hard. Holy moly. It's like, I started, like, to walk upstairs, and that's when it kicked in. I'm like, uh-oh. I might go down. But it was all fine. What did I do? I did, like, leg extensions, both kicking out and curling in. Like, kicking out and curling in, which is weird. That one's weirder and harder to do. 'Cause, like, I feel like your knee's exposed and you want to, like, go up. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it without showing the machine, but I also don't have a picture of the machine. I also don't know exactly what it's called. Leg spreads and leg bring them together. Basically more hip things. I did those. I like maxed out on those. Like the machine only goes like 305. I maxed out, I think, on both. So that like it really, I think I really fell into my stride as someone who used to do a lot of leg grinding in wrestling. That's a sign that like I was just naturally good at it. Good at being able to keep my legs head out of the gutter, keep my legs together. And spread my opponent's legs apart. Again, head out of the gutter, please. I beg you. And then I did squats, and then kind of like ankle, what the hell is it called? There's a certain exercise what it is. Like basically working the forearm of the leg. I can't remember what it is, but you're like, if you were like standing up, it's like heel raises basically. More or less. Yeah. I was gonna go in the sauna, but I'm like, man, I want to get home when there's still some light. And I got home, I feel like just before it went dark. And it was like, yeah, this was a right move. But it's been a crazy day. Oh, I've been playing a lot of Eugenics. Holy crap. I love that game. I finished a run. I just got into Act 2, but I finished a run like 30 minutes before stream and like did some stuff like actually a little over an hour before stream, give or take. And it was fun. I had the party setup was pretty nice. It was just a solid team. I think I only had one cat down. And I think was it in a boss fight? It was in a boss fight when it happened. Yeah, that was I think only one cat got down. I had a very early fight that I'm like, I gotta do a save scum on this. The one and only save scum you get per run. I had to do it because like I had two cats down. I was like, I don't know about this one, Chief. And then I got a mage that was able to basically magic missile the entire board. It was so awesome. So I'm like, this is a freaking cool cat. I hope I can, in the game, keep, pass down its traits to other cats, because holy shit. The passes that it has for magic missile is just absurd. Because its basic attack was able to freeze, but it also had the ability to do magic missile, just regular magic missile. But the magic missile caused it so it would hit the target, but would also hit 3 other targets, which could also just be the target that you hit. It was just a good combo. So basically, I didn't have to move with my mage, and it had a setup where I think every 4 spells it casted, it gained 1 intelligence, which is basically how the mage scales. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So basically, I'm just snowballing this damage and amount of spells amount of mana I'm getting back per turn. So I'm like, oh, hell yeah. This is awesome. So yeah, it was a pretty fun run. I got to the end of it, and he's just warping around the board, getting all these coins, like magic missiling the entire thing and nuking like small minions. It was hilarious. But yeah, fun run. A lot of fun runs. It's definitely one of those games. And for those who don't know what I'm literally anything that I just talked about, it's kind of like it's kind of like D&D. It's kind of like Baldur's Gate, kind of like XCOMs, but with cats. And you kind of breed the cats like vis-a-vis like say Pokemon or Sims, whatever you want to do. And they pass down traits. It's kind of like as the title would ensue, it says Mewgenics, kind of like a word play on Mew, like meow, and eugenics, the war crime we can't do. Oh, it's a literal war. Not really. It's kind of a war crime. I don't know. It's something, but basically having bloodlines for breeding bloodlines for certain things. It's unethical technically. That's what it is. But war crime, I don't know. I actually don't know. Anyways, but in the game itself, in the gameplay, it's kind of like D&D. It's really fun. You get classes and you can get items to combo off. It's really fun. Really, really fun. You get like a roguelike, kind of like say Slay the Spire. You have you can choose a little bit. You have some agency in what path you can go on, and you encounter random events. It's like, oh, you can decide what to do. Or, oops, this cat just all of a sudden is stupid and lost a whole lot of life, and you're going to go into this next fight almost dead. So that's pretty fun. So it's stuff like that. And sometimes it's beneficial too. Like, oh, yeah, you get this item that's basically broken as shit and perfect for your build. Awesome. And even like the cursed items for it. I've had like in this run that I was just talking about, I had like 2 cursed items, I think on the same cat. But like they didn't suck, which is cool. Like they weren't like absolutely detrimental, which is awesome. I feel like it's fairly balanced. Like the game itself is like the amount of work that Ed McMillan and I can't remember the other guy, and other people worked on it and made, just like chef's kiss. It's so good. Is it going to be game of the year? Probably not. But also at the same time, it could be a contender. Who knows? We'll see. It's literally February. Anyway, let's get to some magic cards. So I did an oopsie. Hear me out. So my girlfriend got me some packs for Valentine's Day. Because it's Valentine's Day. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. Whatever. I'll get to that after Magic. She got me a couple packs. So I opened both the packs. Wait a minute. Wait, no. Okay, so first of all, I opened a pack before stream. I pulled an emptiness. So I'm kind of mad about that. So for that. But my girlfriend got me some magic packs for Valentine's Day. It's all good and dandy. I'm like, oh, cool. You open one pack, I'll open another pack. Okay, yada yada yada. I think this was my pack. I don't know. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, awesome. I think this might actually no, this was her pack. So I get to the rare. I'm like, there's only like 3. There's sometimes 4. It's like, this feels a little heavy. I'm like, oh, 2 rares then. Cool, awesome. Let me see what the next card is. Iridu. I'm like, what the fuck? So both times that she's gotten cards for me, pulled some funny mythic. So that's pretty awesome. But we got 3 packs. We're gonna open 2 of them. Merfolk for some reason. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how we got off. Hell. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's knock it off. Off track with the packs. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna open this one. I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna move my microphone so you can properly hear me do these, and I can actually look at the cards instead of like looking at the screen. So we got Shore Lurker, Gnarly Stomping, Glimmermite. I don't. There's something behind it, but I missed it. Elder Auntie, Donhan Eulogist, Airbloom Auntie, Shimmer Wild's Growth, Gut Splinter Gang, Firebraider, really nice. Silvergill Mentor, oh, Reese, or Riz, the Evermore, nice. It's a one and a white, for an elf warrior 2/2 with flash, and it has when Risk enters, another target creature you control gains persist until end of turn. And then you can pay a white and tap it, remove any number of counters from any target creature you control, activate only as a sorcery. That's pretty nice, actually. Oh, and a foil bloodline bidding right behind it. Fuck yeah, buddy. Yeah, baby. Oh, that's actually a good pack. And a foil island. Hell yeah. All right, the Merfolk one. Pack 2. There's been a lot of spoiler stuff for TMNT. I feel like it's definitely, like, it has potential, but it's also, it's like the Spider-Man said, it's going to be one of those sets that it's, I'm going to be completely honest. It's going to be, it comes out, like, the pre-release is next week. Like, huh? It's going to be one of those sets, kind of like Spider-Man. It has good cards, but it's going to be a set that you pass on. Like, skip, buy singles on. Anyways, Sun Dappled Celebrant, Rooftop Percher, Something Defenses, Feed the Flames, Auntie's Sentence, Crossroads Watcher, Runaway Together, the second best art of this, Kinsbale Aspirant, Vinebred Brawler, another Flame Braider, a Wretched Wretch. Wait, what? Wretched Wretch. Hell yeah, that's hilarious. And then the rare is a Slumbering Walker. It is 3 and a white for a 4/7 giant warrior. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. At the beginning of your end step, you remove a counter from this creature. When you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty awesome. And then we got a Mischievous Sneakling for the rare, and a Foil Swamp. Heck yeah. That's actually a pretty interesting card. I don't really know what I would use it for. Something. Three, two, one, flip. Although there's no thing. What am I doing? Sun Dappled Celebrant. For Forging Wicker something. Temporal Cleansing. Lissalana Informant. Burning Curiosity. Scarblade Scout. Ow, my tongue. I bit my tongue. Bone Club Berserker. Pummeler for Hire. Eclipse Marrow. Gathering Stone. Heck yeah. Sunderflock. Yes, that is so cool. Heck yeah. And a Wistfulness. Jesus Christ. I can't miss with this set. I can't miss. Whoosh. God damn. Morkin's Eyes for the foil. The mountain. I gotta go back to Wistfulness because I didn't say anything about it. My bad. Wistfulness, it's 3 and a Simic, blue or green. Or you can evoke it for blue and a green or blue and a green. Blue/green, blue/green. So 2 of, 1 of, or both of those colors, depending on what you want to do. It is 6/5 elemental incarnation. When this creature enters, if green was spent to cast it, exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls, or when this creature enters, if blue was spent to cast it, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. So, very cool. Very, very cool. Anyways, let's that's the Magic stuff. I can't freaking miss. I swear to God, this set is so good. I'm gonna get another box of this. I might get 2 more boxes. I swear, it's so good. It's so good. Strixhaven's probably gonna be good too. I don't know how it's gonna be, honestly, but like they have the Mystical Arcanum again, and it's gonna be so good. I'll probably get maybe a collector box. Ooh, that's a good idea. If I can get a collector box, I'm probably do the same thing what I do here. Ooh, good idea, actually. Hold on. Yeah, because like, if I can get a good Mystic Arcanum from that one, or magical whatever, I can't remember. Mystical Archive, magical Mystical Archives or something like that. Then we earn the money. Not that I'd really sell it, but it's like good value. Good value. Although I'd need to continue. I'll probably do that today. Probably do some more card scanning or sorting so I can scan it. Because I need to finish doing a lot of that. Yikes. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. So Valentine's Day. So I worked. We had an event, so I worked. I think a little bit past 3:30. Actually, no, I worked till like 3:30. We had like a dinner thing that I'm not gonna say anything about because I don't want to, and plus like that's work stuff. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, but once I got off work, me and my girlfriend were like, "Oh, let's go to Texas Roadhouse," because for the past 3 years, we've gone to Texas Roadhouse for Valentine's Day, and usually we were pretty fine. And we were about to head out. I get home, pick her up, about to head out. We check in to make sure that the time is, it's gonna be all right. 3-hour wait at like 5 o'clock. Yeah, no. We weren't doing it. So we decided, oh shit, we're already driving. We might as well do like Olive Garden or something like that. Because that was where we went for our first date. And we go to the exact one just because the park, I feel like, I don't know if it's just Olive Garden itself, but Olive Gardens have horrible parking. Just absolute dog shit parking. Because, like, even the one that we went to, packed. Just packed. We were hunting around for 5 minutes just to find a parking spot. It was that packed. And that bad. People were, like, parking on, like, kind of, like, hill, like, little snow mounds and, like, places that aren't technically parking spots. But you could fit a car and it wouldn't be in the way of anything. Yeah. It was kind of bullshit. But we did get a parking spot. It was pretty good. We got seated down within like 5 minutes because we already like registered in, whatever, or checked in. So we were sitting in like 5 minutes. Server was good too. It sucked because he asked us like, oh, do the, in that food professional field, do the survey at the end and, say something that it's good for them. I was going to do it, and I was doing something. Oh no, I was putting my food into like the to-go boxes, and I forgot to do it. I'm so sad. So sad about it. I wasn't able to do it. But yeah, and then we we went to her house and we watched a couple episodes of Fallout. Fallout season 2, which, oh my god, that show is so good. Like, Todd Howard, you know what? As much shit I would say I'd give, as much shit he should get for fucking up the games, or like making this game, like making the games as buggy as they are and not going from to a different oh shoot, I just realized this whole time that my M is getting cut off. Anyways, it's weird that the oh, what was it, the like they keep releasing Skyrim for like everything. Like, it is one of the greatest games, like objectively it is one of the greatest games of all time, just because of the stuff you can do and what it kind of did for gaming. But like, even like for Fallout 4, nobody really talks about Fallout 4 because it's the same fucking engine that they've been using for over 10 years at that point. Like, over 10 years. Well over 10 years. Like 15 maybe. Because I think they might have did it on Oblivion or even Morrowind. I'm not sure. But anyways, like the same engine that they've been using for however long. And then they're like, why don't we put out a game in space that you have to go through a shit ton of loading screens to go from one thing to another? On the same fucking engine. Yeah. That takes like a solid minute sometimes for it to load an area. That sounds like fun. In the year of our Lord and Savior 2025, like 2025, 2020. Actually, no, it was 2024 when it came out, I think. I'm referring to Starfield. Yeah, it was 2024. And then 2020, yeah, it's 2026. But like, in the year of our Lord and Savior 2024, you're releasing a game on an engine like over 20 years old. Not to say that it's like the foundations are still there, but the signs and of it being archaic are just all like as prevalent as they've ever been. And I swear to God, if that's the case for this limbo that we're fucking stuck in for Elder Scrolls 6, if it's still the same case, gaming's doomed. Like, the whole, like, Fallout's fucked. Actually, maybe not. They've been doing some things in 76, like, even though it's weird and different, whatever, they've been doing some funky things in 76. If they took that over into, like, the Fallout stuff, it might work. I mean, not into the Elder Scrolls series. It might be very, very, very good. Although they kind of did like that live service thing with that, the Elder Scrolls Online. I don't even know if that's on. Is that even live anymore? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. Hold on. Actually, let's go and check. I'm going to ask. Actually, even I'm checking if it's not even. Is it even on anymore? Is it active? It is. Huh. Okay, I didn't even know. It is still active in the year of our Lord and Savior 2026. I just don't think they've really done any content stuff in recent years, because like, but like I heard it was it's a good game, but it's not the same as like a full-on Elder Scrolls. So, but I feel like if they're able to get it with the next one, do like some of the things that they've done with 76 and translate that over into, into Elder Scrolls, perfect. But also, they need to move away from that stupid 20-year-old engine. It's so old. It's shown its bones even before this. Like, even in Skyrim, when it came out in 2011, almost 15 years this year, and it showed its bones. Like, it was showing, like, its age. Like, that's bad. The engine is showing its, like, age. Not good. Like, even so, still good games. But I'll give Todd Howard a pass because the Fallout show is so fucking good. It's not like the best show in the world, but like what it is for the Fallout like canon or universe, it's just like, man, this is awesome. They did not have to cook this hard. I don't think, like, I can't say 100% for certain I'm not a diehard, but it's like the implications and just like the lore and just like how, just like the love and care that went into the game is just the show was just like, you didn't have to cook this fucking hard, but you did, and it shows, and it's awesome. Oh man. Yeah. Like when it's like there's a big reveal once they get to like New Vegas. The like first night that they get to New Vegas, and it's like episode 3, maybe 4. It's just like, oh fuck. Just like the devil in the snow. That's how you know. Just like they really did cook. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot to say other than without getting spoilery. Just like, man, they didn't really have to do this, but they did, and like, this is how you do a show like that. That's how you do a show. Like, it's not rehashing old canon. It's up for interpretation what happened, although a lot of people say the Yes Man ending is the canon ending for reasons. I don't know. In Fallout New Vegas. However, like, it leaves it up to the audience interpretation. There's some canon events in the games or whatever. I don't know exactly what endings are technically possible for this current or the New Vegas that is appearing in the show, but it's just so good. Just like, man. And that's how like someone that is like directing or whatever of the game, like Todd Howard, or what was it? What's that fucker that made The Last of Us? That's how you do it. Not The Last of Us. You do it like Fallout. You don't try to do your story that you did in the game. You establish a different canon. Not a different canon. You keep the canon. You kind of interweave it in. But you don't do the exact same story or try to follow what happens in the games. Like, yes, it's fine, but like, the fact that season 1 of The Last of Us was almost immediately followed by season 2, or like they started filming right after season 1 was done. It's like, so you're just going to do part 2, which is weird because there's time jumps in that game. You're just going to do that somehow. And you're introducing a character that is no offense to her actress, older than she is, way older than she is. So you got to change how it actually is. It's so fucked up. It's like, and like the whole plot of, if I'm not I haven't like played the game exactly, but from the glimpses of the story that I know from Last of Us 2, doesn't the story take place over a longer period of time? Like a couple years maybe, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but like, doesn't it take a longer period of time? Just saying, because like, I don't know. Because it still feels like Ellie's a kid, but then she grows up because of something that occurs, and then she goes on a revenge quest, which takes a while, and then something learns something that's probably not going to happen, or not going to happen unless they do a season 3, which there was not good reviews of season 2, because the story of Last of Us Part 2 kind of sucked ass in the first place. So just rehashing the exact story that you did in the game, but slightly different because it doesn't work the way that you wanted it to, was not the way to go. And then you get basically booed out of Hollywood. That's hilarious. That part is hilarious, man. Get fucked. Get fucked, dude. Make a good game. Yeah. Like, I'll give Todd Howard a pass. Because Fallout the show is amazing. Like, that's how you should do it. Establish a canon. You have the canon, but keep the canon as lore, not the story that the audience is learning. Keep it as the lore. Like for say Last of Us. Do season 1. Do season 1 as it is. Do The Last of Us 1 as it is. Season 2, do like do half of the season as part 2. But like a modified version of part 2, because like just it's kind of weird. But then have the like second batch, quote unquote, be what happens after the events of part 2. That's how I feel like it should have been. Or do it from a third party. A different party that's of the two main characters, technically, of Last of Us Part 2. Or the playable characters. Have it be different from that. Or deal with them, but like, make it natural why you're there. And especially for a show that I feel like the thing that I should really wrap this up, but I feel like the thing that kind of hurts Fallout a little bit, because there's a lot of storylines juggling up at one time, but like, the stakes are there. The story is there, and it's kind of happening at the same time. Or what am I thinking? It's happening. The relative time frame that's happening. Or like Last of Us Part 2, you can jump, you can have parallels within the storylines, because like Ellie and I forget the other character. I forget the other character that's kind of an antagonist, but also the protagonist. Show their parallels, because that's a major thing in part 2. Show their parallels. Show how they're different, but show how their struggles and fight in between each other. They're two sides of the same coin, which is basically the fight at the end. They're two sides of the same coin, but they don't know that. They don't see that in themselves. They are the same person, or they are fighting for the same thing, or similar things. Whatever. I'm not a good writer. But for God's sakes, Anyways, let's wrap the show up. You've been listening to Midnight Raw with me, Michael. Hope y'all been doing good for this. If you want to watch this happen live, you go to twitch.tv/mental all one word. Not only can you interact and chat, but you can change how the show goes. But also, you can watch the after show, which happens after this, which is just more of this, but off the record. But if you miss the episode or the live episode or, the after show, the VOD is up for up to 2 weeks. But once that is 2 weeks is up, it's gone. And then the edited episodes are still on YouTube and on Spotify. And on Spotify, starting at episode 100. But also on Spotify is when I used to do this as a radio show. All the episodes are coming out weekly. Just depends on. Not really depends. They're coming out the correct day, 5 years to the date. So that's pretty good. I'm kind of. It's crazy I haven't missed one. Crazy I haven't missed one at all. Or missed the right day. I don't think I messed any of them up, which is insane. I almost did. I really almost did. And glad I didn't. So anyways. Thank you to Graydon for the use of the song Used to It off the album The Call. I think I know they got back from Milwaukee like literally a week ago. And they're doing more. I think they're recording. I don't know exactly for what, but it's probably for another album. Maybe another one this year. Who knows? I would think late this year, if anything else. Very late this year or later, like very late in the year. I think maybe Q4, maybe Q3 earliest. Hell, if it's a summer one, holy fuck. But yeah, I don't know if the recording one. I know Darren was recording or thinking of some solo stuff or making some solo stuff. I don't know if they've recorded that or not. But they've definitely got some stuff for the band, it seems. Yeah. I think that's all I could think of. What else? Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Yeah, really, I am a little bit tired. It's fine. Thank you guys for listening, watching, do what you do, and all that other stuff. But as I look at the time right now, it's not midnight here anymore. But it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.